Training at Talk 99.5, talk995.com. It's Tuesday, the 14th of July, the 2026. Good chance for rain today. That's what we are looking at, nearly an 80% chance, high 82. We'll have some sunshine back in the forecast for tomorrow, 30% chance of rain, 87 the high, and a 40% chance of rain for Thursday, Friday, and a little bit warmer for the forecast. That's what it's looking like. I tell you what, not having to water the lawn much these days.
No, and I like it, man.
I do too. Saving on water.
Admiral Yamamoto's doing quite well there in my front yard, looking pretty good. Although my yard guys were supposed to be there yesterday, and they did not make it because of the rain, I think. Maybe they'll stop by today, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. They'll be here. They will never leave me hanging, I know that. But sometimes they get tied up with some other projects and stuff.
Yeah, my yard guys pulled up to the house on Friday afternoon, and there was a gully washer, as they say. I just saw him sitting in his truck, and I was like, you missed it by about 10 minutes.
Missed it by
that much. And then they came back a couple hours later when it all
the frog
dissipated.
strangler. I want to tell you about these auctions in reverse order because this one coming up on July 30th is very exciting. Very exciting. 16 acres fronting John Hawkins Parkway and I-459 at the new proposed Exit 9 in Hoover. Exit 9. It's going to be right there. It's going to be huge. Zoned commercial. It is very difficult to find 16 acres in a solo transaction right there near the new Exit 9. Whoo, baby. You may have just absolutely knocked it out of the park if you get this thing. You can find out more at gtauctions.com, gtauctions.com. It's the Holiday Inn on John Hawkins Parkway, July 30th. That's where the auction takes place. Now, on the 23rd, there's going to be two auctions, not simultaneously, but one is 31 or so acres on the Argo-Margaret Road, very close to US 11. The other is a building, 13,000 square feet, 65 Angus Street, about 300 feet off of US 31, about a minute from exit 148 on I-59. Could house a lot of different businesses. It's got the roll-up doors. It's got the warehouse space. Very cool stuff. We'll dig into that a little bit later, but this one is coming up Thursday, and this is important. The two I was just telling you about was the 23rd of July. This one is coming up, good Lord, the day after tomorrow. Big commercial, absolute land auction, Pell City, no minimums or reserve. That's a big deal in the auction business if you don't know. 34 or so commercial acres, big-time frontage on both US 231 and Stemley Bridge Road. It is right there near Publix with that prominent intersection. 15,000 cars going by on a daily basis. This auction taking place Thursday, gtauctions.com to find out more. Been in the same hands for 70 years, has never been developed. This is an amazing piece of land that you really are going to want to take a look at. gtauctions.com to find out more if you would like to put something up for auction. gtauctions.com, another place to look. July the 16th for this absolute auction in Pell City, gtauctions.com. 9:09, here's Steve-O.
It's Steve's turn.
So yesterday morning, we talked about it a bit, learned of the death of actor Sam Neill, who was born actually Nigel John Dermot Neill, September 14th, 1947, in Northern Ireland. Irish mother, father from New Zealand. So he actually had citizenship from not one, not two, but three different countries, Ireland, New Zealand, and Great Britain. In 1954, the family relocated to New Zealand. Sam attended private and prep schools, began calling himself Sam because of the number of boys in his school that had the name Nigel. Upon graduation, what we would call high school, he attended the University of Canterbury. Couldn't quite figure out his career path while there. He said he tried law, but he failed all 4 units in his first year, so he needed to do something else and began trying out for university stage productions. Appeared in plays like A Midsummer Night's Dream and more, and said he found his calling that way. Promptly transferred from Canterbury to Victoria University. He attained a BA in drama and minored actually in philosophy. He would then join New Zealand's noted downstage theater group, made $25 a week in the late 1950s and early 1960s, plus whatever leftover food he could get from the kitchen of that dinner theater. Well, that's what you do when you don't make a whole lot of money. Stage productions fed his career through the 1960s, but he ended up starting to get cast in made-for-TV movies in Australia and New Zealand in 1971. working steadily in that way. Moved to Australia later in the 70s, garnered more attention, with 1979's My Brilliant Career being the one that caught the eye of Hollywood, who finally came calling. First big international role was as the adult Damien in Omen 3, The Final Conflict. Can you imagine that's the one that breaks you around the world? That led him to be actually seriously considered to replace Roger Moore in the famed role of James Bond, but instead producers chose Timothy Dalton. So I'm going to stop there real quick. Would Sam Neill have been the better choice to play James Bond, or Timothy Dalton the right move at that particular time?
Sam Neill would have been significantly better than Timothy Dalton. He was wrong for the role in every possible way.
I agree. Either way, he switched easily from heroes to villains in his roles, began to really make inroads in Hollywood with the 1987 film America, playing a senior KGB officer in the Soviet Union, leading an invasion force inside the U.S., led to roles in movies like Deadcom, Hunt for Red October, and then Jurassic Park. And, well, at that point in time, he had his choice of roles. He reprised his role in Jurassic Park 3, portrayed a wizard in the miniseries Merlin and its sequel, and then got into television in the U.S. in the short-lived Fox series Alcatraz, was also in the BBC series Peaky Blinders early on. After having worked with director Taika Waititi in a New Zealand production, Waititi cast him in Thor Ragnarok, where he portrayed an actor playing Odin, who was played regularly by Sir Anthony Hopkins alongside Luke Hemsworth and Matt Damon, reprised that role in a little funny bit in Thor Love and Thunder. Reprised his Jurassic Park role once again of Dr. Alan Grant in Jurassic World Dominion, and has actually 2 more roles that have been filmed that are set to come out next year in movie theaters: The Last Resort and Godzilla x King Supernova. That's among his 91 film roles. He also has more than 40 TV credits, including lending his voice to the animated Rick and Morty series back in 2019. Back in his 20s, Neill, not married, had a son. Was put up for adoption. He would reunite with that son in the mid-1990s. 1980, he and actress Lisa Harrow had a son, but they never married. He actually didn't marry until 1989 to a makeup artist. They had a daughter together. He adopted her daughter from a previous relationship, but unfortunately that dissolved in 2017. Never did remarry, but among his children, he also has 8 grandchildren. Chose to make his home in New Zealand, where he owned and operated a winery called Two Paddocks. Said in an interview some years ago that it just worked out well for him. If he got a call for a role, he could fly out to audition or do the role, and then he'd be able to just come right back home. 2023, said he'd been undergoing treatment for stage 3 blood cancer since the previous year. Said he was in remission at that point in time, but would probably require chemo treatments on a monthly basis for the remainder of his life. He had gone to Australia earlier this year. Doctors said that he was cancer-free, but during his time of treatments. Also wrote a memoir called Did I Ever Tell You This? That came out last March. While cancer-free, Neill passed away on Monday in Sydney, Australia. It was described by his family as sudden and unexpected, but no other details were given. Sam Neill, 78 years old.
Woof. What a guy. What an actor. Underrated. One of those guys who just kind of slipped under the radar, you know? It's sad to me that most people know him from Jurassic Park. I mean, don't get me wrong. That was blockbuster series, no question.
Oh, sure.
And I know he was glad to have it because I watched the movies that made us, and he was one of the few big stars that was willing to appear on camera and talk about the movie, you know, the role. A lot of times, these guys just won't do that, and I don't know why. In some of the other cases, they ran across some of the, you know, stars that were, but boy, very few and far between. Sam seemed like a mensch, you know, kind of just a human being, a regular, decent human being who was going to treat other decent human beings decently. Sad to see him, you know, go. 78 seems a little on the young side, but judging from what you just told us, seems like a rich and full life.
Yes, indeed. I mean, the one that really I remember him best was Hunt for Red October.
That was fantastic. His love of Montana. There was, In the Mouth of Madness was a big one. Like I said, Event Horizon. Oh, just a fantastic movie. And yeah, I liked his funny little parts in the Marvel movies where he was. You have to see it to appreciate. You have to watch all the movies to appreciate it. You know,
That's true.
Because if you don't, you'll have no idea what's going on. 9:15 with Dixon and Vining. Talk 99.5. Talk 1995.com. Have you ever heard of a rabid beaver? Sounds like the kind of thing you need some penicillin for, but no, that's not it. It's a completely different situation. We'll tell you all about it in mere moments. The late, great Peter Wolf, his solo departure from the Jay Giles Band. 920 Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Thanks a heap for choosing Talk 99.5 as your radio partner all day long, 13 hours of live and local programming. You get us, you get Skippy and Jimbo. Then you get Leland Live, who's on the road out there because he can't stand being near Skippy and Jimbo. And then that is not why at all. That is not why at all. And then you get Breaking Bread with Will the Chop Father. We got to get over there and do some wings in Alabaster.
Yeah, maybe we do that Thursday.
You think Thursday?
Maybe. We'll have to shuffle it up. We can't really say where we're going.
That's true.
We can't let Will know.
There are two places in Alabaster that we need to go to, actually. Maybe we could double up and hit them both the same day, really pack ourselves full of wings, and then never eat again.
That's a good idea.
I like that. 921 with Dixon and Vining, Anthony and Company Jewelers at 2080 Valleydale Road next to Ragtime Cafe, the place I would go for any and all jewelry. I have been there multiple times. They've been in business for 55 plus years now. Half of them are in the wholesale industry, so they know their stones. They really do keep the prices ridiculously low. You see these jewelry stores that are like, our prices are incredibly low, and this week they're all 60% off. You're like, whoa, 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 whoa. How can your prices be that low and you're taking 60% off? Well, the fact is their prices aren't that low. Anthony and Company Jewelers, prices so low they can't afford to have a sale. It's not just a gimmick. It's a true story. They price their stuff to sell. They want to keep it moving through the store. Having a ring or a pendant or a bracelet sit in their display case is doing them no good whatsoever. So their goal is to make sure that stuff is priced so they can move it, get it onto your wrist, onto your earrings, onto your ears rather, or onto your fingers, and then replace it with something else. That's the goal, right? Keep the inventory going. So prices so low they can't afford to have a sale. Nothing but quality, and they of course can design or redesign anything to your liking. That is Anthony and Company Jewelers at 2080 Valleydale Road, next to Ragtime Cafe, or online at anthonycojewelers.com. There was a time when Will Ferrell could do no wrong. Monday night was apparently not one of those times. He did the shtick where he came stumbling into the booth during the Home Run Derby, which was on Netflix. I mentioned that the other day, that they were going to be airing it on Netflix. Netflix has been having problems with their live airing of things. I've noticed that they had, in this case, it was audio problems. Had some glitching. I remember last year during the Joey Chestnut Kobayashi battle of the hot dog eating, the Ronda Rousey thing, they had some difficulty early on. There was, at least at my house, there was like half a match that had no audio at all, and I was like, what are you guys doing?
You got to be able to get that right.
They pulled it back together again. Well, it's a skill and ability, and having all of the equipment is one thing, but having all the know-how is another. But they thought it would be funny if they had Will Ferrell come in and join Elle Duncan in the booth. Elle Duncan is one of the more unpopular former ESPN talkers who was apparently removed from that network and is now over at Netflix. And I'm thinking, okay, so for the Home Run Derby, you're going to have an actor who doesn't really do sports commentary.
Nope.
And one of the least popular ESPN hosts ever. And you're expecting people to watch this. Many folks posted on X is like, well, mute, going for mute. I can't listen to this any longer.
I mean, the Derby was great, but the
commentary
was awful.
Yeah. We didn't know because we were on mute. It was up on one of the TVs when we were playing trivia, but obviously we were listening to trivia, so we didn't have to worry about it. We just watched.
Working without a net and without a script can always be dangerous, and Will Ferrell is sometimes very funny in those situations. This was a little too extended and drawn out. Little Will Ferrell goes a long way for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he had popped in the booth for like maybe 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And
less.
Then, maybe
6.
less.
I'm going to go 6. Yeah.
and then you're out.
Get him out of there.
Come in and do a quick Harry Carey impersonation and then go.
There you go. He did a good Harry Carey, as I recall. So, sadly, hopefully Netflix has learned their lesson and they'll learn not to do that again and put some actual, broadcasters in the booth that, you can certainly have fun. Don't ever forget that sports is supposed to be fun and entertainment, but we also kind of want it to be professional. Rabid beaver was confirmed near Turtle Island after a July 4th attack. Yikes. Apparently there were some people swimming and
that's
they
not
were
good.
they were attacked, and this turtle was tested positive for rabies. Of course, they had to kill the beaver to find that out. They have to lop its head off. It's pretty nasty. Anyway, the New York State Department of Environmental Conservation announced Friday that it recovered a dead beaver in the water near Turtle Island on July 9th. Laboratory testing confirmed the animal was infected with rabies. Advisory urged swimmers to avoid the area around Turtle Island and will remain in effect through at least today. Officials said they cannot confirm whether the rabid beaver is the same animal that bit two people near Turtle Island on July 4th. Possible the infected beaver exposed others in the colony. Yeah, that's your problem. You get a beaver that goes in and, bites some of the other beavers, and now they're all little zombie vampire beavers.
Hopefully these people have gone and gotten their
Yeah.
shots
You get-
and what you need.
Find
A
out
whole
what this
series of
That's
shots from
not
what I
good.
seem to remember hearing about
take
it.
whatever it takes at that point. You don't want to.
Don't risk that.
Dying of rabies is apparently a very painful thing, so let's not. Yikes. Rabid beaver. Ugh. UFC legend Conor McGregor is out of it, man. He ain't coming back. He hurt his leg during his comeback bout. And got a couple of kicks in, but then I guess about the third roundhouse kick, his leg just went like, nope. And
To watch him go down, it was like, oh,
Yeah, he ends
well,
up
that's the end of you, Connor.
having to go. It was not good.
Watch him be just totally obstinate about it and try and do rehab and come back and
no.
do it again.
Well,
Not with that kind of injury.
but if they're going to continue to pay you the way they do, I mean, I can see. Like I didn't ever think that we'd see Ronda Rousey again, and for her to come back and then beat Gina Carano in about 18 seconds, like okay, because they're offering these huge paydays.
Offer enough money, man.
Yeah, like I'll go hurt myself for that kind of money.
And for the rest of your life, you won't be able to walk.
Yes, I will pay someone to carry me around. Actually, pick me up and just walk me around. That's what I'll do. Director Christopher Nolan dismisses irrelevant criticism of the Odyssey casting. He says these people haven't even seen the movie yet. And I'm like, I don't even
We don't
want
need to.
now.
We've heard enough about it. No, thank you.
You're so hell-bent on making sure that you meet all the requirements for Oscar nomination that you're not bothering to think about whether or not you're making a good movie.
You've forgotten who your audience is.
We're going to put Elliot Page in here as Sinus.
So it's about
Big
the
time
award,
warrior.
not about whether the movie is successful.
Going to put Helen of Troy, the most beautiful woman in the world, Lupita Nyong'o. No. Incorrect. Yeah. These are not wise choices. But I don't know. What are we talking about? Like 3.5 hours or something this thing's going to be.
No.
Probably, yeah.
No.
It is quite the long film from what I understand.
No. Wait till it is streaming and you can split it up. 3.5 hours in a theater. Really? Maybe in the dead of winter. Like on a really, really cold, rainy day. Maybe so. You could talk me into it.
Yeah.
But probably not.
Okay. If I were one to say, let's give him the benefit of the doubt, I would point to Heath Ledger as the Joker. Christopher Nolan made that casting decision, and it turned out to be the right one. Everyone picked on him. Everyone's like, Heath Ledger, that guy from Brokeback Mountain, are you kidding? This is a terrible decision. Why would you do? Turned out to be a tour de force. The guy won Best Supporting Actor Oscar because he was absolutely brilliant in the role. I'm just having difficulty believing there's so many bad choices here.
They can't all be good.
Many bad choices here that I'm kind of like,
All right, runtime is listed as 3 hours. Budget, $250 million.
Yeah, $250 million for Christopher Nolan. I mean, I was excited about it till I heard about the casting. Now I'm kind of like, I don't think so. Last movie I saw of his was Oppenheimer, and I thought it was brilliant. I also love Memento, one of my favorite movies. All of his Batman
I've
stuff.
liked a lot of Christopher Nolan stuff.
Yeah.
I'd probably go check this out, but yeah, I mean, the casting is a bit disappointing.
Uh-huh. Well, I'll tell you what. You go check it out first. Let me know what you think.
Sounds like a plan. Have a review ready for
You
you.
go first, Steve.
I don't want
You
to
go
invest
first.
3+ hours into something and just go like, oh, my God, I need my life back.
Debbie can tell us.
9:36, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk 99.5.com. Boy, oh boy, do we have a wet week ahead of us. Got a 70% chance of rain today, 30% tomorrow, 40% on Thursday. More potentially over the weekend. Temperatures continuing to rise and rise and rise and rise and rise right into the 90s. We're back in the 90s. We're already in 80. We're in 80s and humid. Imagine how bad it's going to be when the 90s hit.
Good Lord. Just don't give us the 90s and the humidity.
This has been one of the wetter summers. I mean, it really has.
It has been.
I can't remember the last time we had a summer where we just got this much rain as frequently as we did. But you know what? We're going to be okay. We'll find our way through it, and then we'll, get into fall, and football season will be here before you know it, and you'll forget all about this.
Mm-hmm.
It is Dixon Vining. I'm Richard Dixon. She is Valerie Vining. Steve West is here. Phil Carter's in the traffic center.
Doing a
Emma Kate Cowan.
bang-up job this morning because it's been very busy
It
in the
has been
traffic
bad.
center.
It has been bad. No question about it. One of Panda Express's biggest hits is finally returning. Have I mentioned that I've never, ever eaten at Panda Express
Have
in
you
my
really
life?
not?
Never.
You need to go at least one time. Okay, maybe not.
I'm not averse to it.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the faux Chinese food, the Americanized version of the Chinese food that we serve here. I'm not sure I'd like real Chinese food. If I ever go to China, I'm going to be in real trouble.
Because it won't
You're
be
like,
anything like that.
Where's the Kung Pao chicken? They're like, that's not...
That's an American
That's
thing.
not a thing. We don't actually have that here. We have arrived chicken. We serve to you on a plate. He's still cracking. Panda Express bringing back the most successful limited-time menu item in the chain's history, hot orange chicken.
Okay.
Coming to more than 2,500 Panda Express locations nationwide beginning a couple of days ago, July 11th, just ahead of National Orange Chicken Day, which is tomorrow.
I like orange chicken. Do you like orange chicken?
I don't know. I've never had it.
And if it's spicy, just give me a little kick. Don't knock me over.
Well, this is going to be pretty spicy.
Is it?
What it does is it takes the chain's signature orange chicken and then turns up the heat with 6 times more crushed chili than the original recipe, along with the same dried chilies used in Panda's Kung Pao chicken.
They can keep it.
I was going to say, this sounds like
a little
it's
too
right
hot.
up Steve's alley. He sounds like he would love this. According to Panda Express, hot orange chicken has consistently ranked among the brand's 3 most requested returning menu items across social media, making National Orange Chicken Day the perfect excuse to bring it back. Yeah, maybe. I could swing by and try it. You ever notice, this was pointed out to me once by a young gentleman, and I started noticing it myself almost immediately thereafter. Anytime you see a Panda Express, within somewhere between 50 and 100 yards, there's a pet store. Yeah.
The one I'm thinking of right now. There is a pet store right there.
See?
The one in Hoover.
That strikes me as odd.
31 in Lorna Road.
The one in Alabaster, the shopping center in the Colonnade, south side of 31.
Okay, we need to just stop
it's in the
right
same one.
there.
Yeah.
We're going to stop right
Trustful, same thing.
Uh-huh.
Telling you. Is McDonald's working on protein and energy drinks? Possibly.
Do they need to be?
Over the McDonald's Worldwide Convention 4 days, dozens of drink concepts were available for sampling thanks to McDonald's franchise owner McFranchisee. Some got a good glimpse at hopefully all of them. The full list of plausible future menu additions tackles nearly every major beverage trend. Spiced brown sugar shaken espresso.
there. Yeah.
Pistachio shaken espresso. McDonaldland cookie cold brew.
Okay.
Churro cold brew.
Okay.
Iced berry ube vanilla matcha.
That
What?
sounds really good.
Iced protein cocoa matcha. Iced golden protein macchiato. Iced hazelnut truffle oat milk mocha.
Out. Hazelnut, I'm out.
Red Bull Zero popping citrus
Oh, my gosh.
energizer.
How many are there?
Red Bull Zero triple berry energizer. Red Bull Zero blue oyster energizer. Red Bull Zero strawberry shortcake energizer. Strawberry lychee refresher. Sunburst refresher. Paradise refresher. I think the trick is you've got to be able to create these in such a way that you can use one base and then just add a little bit to change it up.
So
So
go the
add a little
coffee
bit.
route.
Well,
you're sitting there coming across things that had like 8 different names to it. And I'm like,
Sure.
what the heck are they got going on here?
But when you take Red Bull Zero, then you really are just talking about changing it between the popping citrus energizer or the Triple Berry Energizer, or the Blue Ocean Energizer.
This
So
is
you're
the-
really just adding.
This is the one I'm concerned about. The Red Bull Zero. Okay. Red Bull
Mhm.
Zero.
Mhm.
Strawberry Shortcake Energizer.
That's got to be good.
That one's got too much. I feel like there's
A
too
lot
much going
going on
in
there.
that cup.
The Strawberry Lychee Refresher is okay with you, though.
Lychee is
yeah.
that doesn't sound appetizing.
What is lychee?
It's a nut.
It is.
Thai. You get it a lot of times at Thai restaurants. They'll serve it as a dessert.
I don't think I
It's a
want
fairly
it.
sweet nut. It's pretty good.
Okay.
hmm Once again, I educate you too, and I get no
Lychee.
thanks. I see how things are.
Lychee?
Lychee nuts. Look them up.
No.
Minions movie just made a Caesar salad with the most unexpected ingredient. That's right. They have tied in, Taylor Farms has tied in with the Minions movie for a Caesar salad, because that's what kids love, right?
Because
Maybe
when,
they're hoping
when you
that
think Minions, you think
they go
salad.
salad, right?
Absolutely.
Well, and be careful because this is one of those bag salads. Right now, you want to be careful with that. If you know what I mean.
Just wash
You don't
it.
want that explosive stuff.
You want to wash it.
I mean, these were characters who yelled banana.
I love that.
And then here's the thing that makes this one different. They have swapped out the croutons for a crunchy treat of buttery half popcorn bits that resemble the iconic yellow Minions.
What?
Yep.
How do you do that?
You're getting popcorn on your Caesar salad.
No.
Definitely commits to the moment. No
Definitely
actual
commits to the
Minions
kid.
were
That's what
harmed
it's
in the
committing to
making of this.
kids.
Sure. If you can get kids to eat a Caesar salad, you're on top of it, man.
Good luck.
Isn't that with popcorn? I mean, there's going to always be a little bit of moisture in the bag because it's lettuce.
Yeah.
So then now the popcorn is going to get a little.
They may have a special
Mushy?
coating on it. or
Oh,
something.
more
I
than a
don't know.
little, I'm sure.
There'd be a little coating on there that probably protects it. It's a non-nutritive cereal varnish that coats and protects the flake.
Not easy to digest, is what you're saying.
No. Have you ever, for instance, put croutons in your tomato soup?
I have not.
Yeah, I have
Delicious.
in the past.
Delicious. You can also put popcorn in your tomato soup, and even though it does
I'm not
kind of
putting
shrivel,
popcorn in mine.
oh, it's good.
Oh, no.
It's good.
No, the kernels.
Believe me.
The
Oh,
kernels are the issue.
Well, you
It's
don't
good.
pour the whole
I
bag
know.
in there like that. You just grab some
I'm sorry,
actual
you-
popped corn and
Yeah,
put it in there.
Right, you put it in. It's been popped already.
It has.
Just so
Where
you know,
am I
yeah.
getting that?
I
I got to pop that
Where do you
while
get
I
your
do my
popcorn
soup.
anyway?
yeah.
Huh? While I'm doing my soup, I got to do popcorn.
You know, they have ready popcorn. It's been made by
Do they?
people. You can do that, yeah. My personal favorite is the Smart Food white cheddar.
in your.
In tomato soup?
I love it in
soup.
tomato soup, absolutely. But
The cheddar inside? Yeah, absolutely.
I bought a huge bag. Of course, it was at Sam's Club. It was the size of like me. I mean, this bag was ginormous.
Carrying
And,
it out like this.
yeah, I was going to share it with my granddaughter. She was living with me at the time, and she loves this stuff. So I figured, we pour a little bit into a bowl for her, and you have to kind of limit and be careful about what she takes in, because otherwise she'll go right to the bottom of that bag, then climb in it, and she would fit too. So anyway, I did that once, and then I rolled it up and I put a clip on it, and I stuck it in a cabinet where the food does not generally go, so that she would see, the secret of hiding food from your children
Yeah,
or grandchildren
yeah,
in this case. Yeah.
If you haven't done that, you're a liar.
I ran across it the other day.
What?
Granddaughter has not lived with me in
Oh,
many
no,
months.
you found
And
it.
opened up this bag, and it was just so
It's in
stale.
there.
It was the stalest of stale. I was like,
Ooh.
oh, there's $6 I'll never see again. I bought this
Aw.
ginormous bag of popcorn. I had one serving. Forgot where I put it. I hid it from myself. I hid it too good.
Been there, done that.
Mm.
Like, where'd that candy bar go? I forgot where I put it.
Mm. By the time you find
3
it,
years
it's a
later.
melted mess.
Yeah, right.
Or it's got that white stuff on it where the
Ooh,
butter is.
no. Throw that away.
Costco just released a 4-pound dessert.
4-pound dessert.
4 pounds of dessert.
What is this?
Count me in. It's the new Lemon Blondie dessert bars.
Oh,
They
I've
come
heard
in a
of
big
these.
old container.
Yeah.
Lemon Blondie. Can't go too far wrong with it. Don't look at the calorie count. If you're going to eat one of these, just accept
Just
the
move
fact.
away.
Yeah. Accept the fact that it's going to be. There's 16 mouth-watering bars for $8.99, or approximately 56 cents per bar. Each one of them has got to be a quarter pound. If this is 4 pounds,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
there's
that's
16 of them in
yeah,
there,
Yeah, that's
you're getting a nice.
lemon filling, white
hefty-
chocolate drizzle.
Oh.
What could go wrong there?
The diabetes. KFC bringing back a beloved menu favorite fans have missed for years. Do you want to guess what it is? I'll give you a hint. It has something to do with the Minions and tomato soup.
Popcorn.
Popcorn chicken. The $10 popcorn chicken bucket. For those who want to skip the sides and go all in, the option includes 16 ounces of popcorn chicken served with 4 dipping sauces.
Can I tell you what I'm not thrilled about popcorn chicken about?
Why is that?
Is because sometimes you don't get chicken in it. It's just a fried piece of something.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
Who needs chicken? Chicken is overrated. I just want the
I'm
crumbles.
just asking for the crumbles.
I just
They'll
want the
sell
fried
those
So you
to
just
you.
want the popcorn
They
without
do.
the chicken.
That's true, too. The combo includes 6 ounces of popcorn chicken, 2 original recipe tenders, a medium order of fries, a medium drink, 2 dipping sauces, and a chocolate chunk cookie for $10.99. Or you can get the popcorn chicken combo, which includes 6 ounces of popcorn chicken, a medium order of fries, a medium drink, and 1 dipping sauce for $8.49. Get the big box. You'll want the big box. You're going to like that better. Last time I had popcorn chicken, you were right. The pieces were a little too small. I mean, I was like, where's the meaty? I need something. I got to have
It's not
something.
a nugget. You
Yeah.
know, that's the problem. The nugget has spoiled us.
It really has.
Because when you get that, you're thinking, okay, maybe not as much meat as a nugget, but get somewhere close to it. And then sometimes there's hardly anything in it.
Spoiled
Right.
by nuggets.
Yep.
McDonald's has made a big change in how you order. They're using AI now. You know, I told you when I had my Ring cameras, I was installing them. I was having a problem, and I called their helpline, and I talked to an AI guy on the other end, which
Oh,
is
that's
freaky
fun. Yeah.
because he sounded like a real person.
Mm-hmm.
And he understood what I was saying.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, he's like, okay, Mr. Dixon, sign into your account. I'm like, I don't think you're listening. The problem here is that I can't sign into my account. And he's like, oh, right. Sorry about that. Let's do a workaround. I'm like, whoa. He understood. I'm glad I didn't call him what I was going to call him.
Because he might say it back to you. Yeah. And the funny thing is now you don't know whether it's AI or a real person. Because the last time I had to talk with someone, they said it was their birthday. And I was like, is AI making this up? that it's his birthday today? And I was like, this isn't.
In my case, they actually said flat out, you're going to be talking to one of our
Somebody
AI
that's
systems.
yeah.
So I was fairly impressed. But this is what is happening is that you're going to go order from, if you're like at the drive-thru, may I take your order? That's not a person. It's going to be AI asking you the questions, maybe making suggestions. Listen, fat ass, would you like to supersize that? Do you want to make the fries bigger?
It
Sounds
would
like
be
you could
funny.
use a chocolate
Somebody
shake.
breaks into the system, and that's how they're treating all the customers. Only McDonald's doesn't know it.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you get a second Big Mac?
Yeah, be careful about who exactly.
Don't you want to gain another 20 pounds?
Be careful about who you put in charge of this thing because if you fire them, they may, on their way out, change something or 12.
That would be great, wouldn't it?
But here's a news flash, kids. We've been warning you about this for a while.
Here it comes.
This is what happens when you go, we need $15 an hour.
And this
Well,
is,
look, we
this is
just-
when you give attitude through the drive-through. Well, we can replace you with this.
We have just actually perfected a system that means we don't need you anymore. So how about $0 an hour and you get to sit home on the couch and watch Star Trek reruns? How about that? You know it'll be fun? Watching all of those trial attorneys that advertise during the day.
Man.
You'll enjoy that. 9:50 with Dixon and Vining. We've got the Dixon and Vining question of the day coming your way next. 9:55, Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com. The Alabama Men's Clinic, alabamamensclinic.com. You need to go to that website and find out more about testosterone, why it's so important in your life. If you are a guy of a certain age, you should take the quiz that asks you whether or not you are struggling with low testosterone. It'll be a bunch of questions, and we'll get you where you need to go. And then you can make an appointment. You can show up, get your testosterone tested, find out where you stand, and then start working on how to get more testosterone into your body. They'll have a plan for you. Weight loss, hair loss, ED, they do it all. At the Alabama Men's Clinic, PD, they do all of it. It is all about men, and that is what I love about them. They also treat the whole you. alabamamensclinic.com. Make an appointment there in 30 seconds or less, so call them at 598-7000. It's a life changer, and it's one that's going to improve your life almost immediately, so make the call. Let's do this.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
Who wins the Emmy for all-time best TV character? You can give me the actor or the character. Don't care. Who wins the Emmy for all-time best TV character? Steve West.
Would you believe Urkel? No. I'm actually going to go with Mike Brady.
Mike Brady. Oh,
he's like the ultimate dad. He's like the ultimate dream dad.
Love me some Robert Reed. How about you, Valerie Vining?
Lucille Ball.
Lucille Ball, Chip, so good as Lucy Ricardo.
Lucy,
I'm home.
Hey, Lucy.
Yeah.
You got some explaining to do.
How about you, Richard?
I got to go with Peter Falk as Columbo.
Oh, good one.
Also
Really
a good one.
One of the most enduring characters on television, and one I wouldn't even attempt to replace today. Let's see. Don't know how many votes she'll get, but Thelma Harper should definitely get a nomination. Who is Thelma Harper? Anybody know?
Thelma?
Thelma? I got nothing. Keith says Tony Soprano. Lane says Barbara Eden.
Thelma Harper. Good Times?
Yeah, no, she's the one that was Carol Burnett. She was the oh gosh, Mama.
Mama's Family?
Mama from Carol Burnett show.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
What's
got
the?
you. Okay.
Can't think of her name.
Actress's name, Vicki Lawrence.
Vicky.
Yeah.
When she would get dressed.
Okay. Sure, as Mama.
As Mama.
Very funny.
Yeah.
K.A. says Leonard Nimoy as Spock. Lisa says Archie Bunker. Very good. Ted Lasso, Tommy Shelby, Barney Fife, Granny Clampett. Ted Knight from the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Very good. Love that one.
Sean A. says Barney Fife. Dean says Peter Griffin.
Not bad. John Ritter as Jack on Three's Company.
Hank with Homer Simpson.
Classics have pretty much been mentioned, but Billy Bob Thornton in Landman deserves to be in the conversation. Okay. Michael J. Fox as Alex P. Keaton on Family Ties.
I did think about him for a moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He was an iconic character, to be sure. Rose comes in with a Denny Crane. Denny Crane. Loved it. Ed O'Neill. Dexter Morgan. I loved me some Dexter. Alan Alda's Hawkeye Pierce. I found him preachy.
Did you now?
See. Michael Richards. Kramer, yeah.
Kramer, yeah.
Of the characters on that show, though, right now I've got a growing appreciation for Elaine. But how is George Costanza not the guy who stands out? I mean, Kramer was wacky and crazy and all that stuff. Costanza was, it's come to our attention you had sex with the cleaning lady on your desk. Was that wrong? Should I not have done that? I mean, come on. I got to tell you, in the interview, that was never mentioned.
Fred from Sanford and Son.
Okay, Fred Sanford, not bad. Carol Burnett.
Scooby-Doo.
Mrs. Wiggins.
Christy says Alf.
Okay. Larry Hagman is J.R. Ewing. Don Knotts.
Perfect character, really?
Bob Newhart. Okay.
Which one?
Probably the Newhart show.
The
Bob
psychiatrist
Newhart.
or the hotel owner?
I'm going to say both.
Nobody has said Mr. Rogers yet. I'm shocked.
It's a beautiful
Mr. Rogers.
Is he really a character in that
Yeah,
situation,
he
though, or is that
is.
really him?
That's right. Well, it could be both.
Ernest T. Bass. Christopher Lloyd is Reverend Jim. Okay, Alex. Lucille Ball. Yeah. Jack Sue, Sergeant Nick Yamana. I like it.
Oh, Barney. Yeah.
Very
Barney Miller.
nice. Okay. Earl Hickey. Oh, love that show. Missed that show. That's it for us. We are out of here. Back tomorrow morning, dark and early. Talk at you then. Skippy and Jimbo coming your way next. Bye
Bye.
now.